escape like a common criminal. You need a lesson. I think I'll throttle you. Let go, now. Let go. Now. You must be made to understand what I can do.
You're listening to League Podcast, The League versus the Invisible Man, 1933. I'm Matt Durson.
And I am John Hunt.
Claude Rains here.
All right. Welcome back. It's been a few weeks. We did cool stuff, though, in that intro. We did a live show. I think we're an official, real podcast now because we've done, even though we've done over 500 episodes, but now we've done a live one in front of people.
Yeah. And they didn't leave.
Yeah, well, they were mostly our friends.
Everybody there, a lot of them were my family, but they said they enjoyed themselves. No, even other friends that were there enjoyed themselves. Said it was funny. Yeah.
Since you weren't, I mean, obviously if you weren't there, but most of you were. But a few of you may have been. But we did a live version of our audio comic. The Action Comics number 47, Power Stone, one of our favorites. And it was to celebrate Clay's birthday.
Celebrate wonder. Clay's welcoming Clay into the club of elves.
Yeah, that's right. But we did all our voices live. Some help
Ken
from
Reed was the voice, the singular voice besides Lois Lane, which is obviously starring Matt Durson as Lois Lane with the wig on. But he was the rest of the Daily Planet bullpen, I guess. Jimmy Olsen and Chief Perry White.
Yeah, and he did a great.
Thanks to you, Ken.
Thanks, Ken. Yeah.
Thanks to everybody that participated, came out. Thanks to I personally want to thank you guys for sticking with me. This crazy idea I had. Clay Inferno Variety Show number 2, but number 1, birthday celebration. Live show. Really fun. It's different. We've done panels before and recorded them and released them as podcasts, but that's not really like our show. So I thought it went pretty good.
Yeah, thanks. My only thing, John, your sister said I should have kept the wig. I should have stuck with the wig because after a few lines, I kind of gave up on the wig.
I get where you're coming from because that's you got to keep slipping it on and off. But I understand where she's coming from too. She's like, commit to the bit, and you were like, it's a lot of commitment, that bit. So
if you have to do more than one thing, be it put the wig on, play the couple sound effects, read. And then also, like, we did want to have sort of like the comics on the screen. And there is a way to do that, but we didn't get there. But maybe for next time, we'll have the comics on the screen to read along. But I noticed that when I was hitting the sound effect and it was funny when it was like off time or whatever, like that was just part, but like I was like hitting the sound effect. Oh, then now I'm the narrator. And then now Durson's over here and then he's putting the wig on. And then, and then this whole time, every time it was like Clark Kent or Superman, we had a full phone booth there and John would go in there and change between Clark Kent and Superman. It was crazy.
That was crazy. That was well done though by all the people.
It was really fast because he has super speed and everything.
Yeah. My favorite thing was the electric. Anytime Luthor would talk about his electricity, there was like an electric sound effect that had like a cat meowing at the end.
That one got me.
I think I probably only played the first couple seconds of it when I downloaded it, and then it would be like meow. It was so great.
Like it was like a cat. It was great. It worked perfectly. I mean, it was hilarious.
The power of improv
threw me off for a second. I was like, "Oh, what was that?"
I think you're even go. Is that a cat?
Yes, it is a cat. But anyway, it worked very well. Yeah, I think. Thanks to everyone who come out, and maybe we'll figure out how to get the comic on the screen next time.
Yeah, because my sister also said that she could only kind of follow along since she didn't have a visual to help her out.
I
one of those.
She was totally right, but also those old comics, they're so packed.
They are.
Right.
Yeah, sure. It's like when you're reading it, it's like, how many fucking word balloons are on this page? And like,
well, I'm glad that was broken down into script form, because if we had to read it from the comic, I was like, this is very difficult to read.
Hard, I say.
But we did it, and
Duncan did some voices too. I can't forget, like he did the Batman voice segment that I had.
He did, much better on that than I did, or I don't want to speak for. I almost said we, but I don't want to speak for you guys. But he
I don't even think I ended up doing a voice, so you can speak.
Well, there you go. Then he did it better than all of us.
Duncan kind of took over that whole.
That was good. I'm glad he did.
Then we did the James Bond thing too. I don't know how that. I haven't listened back to it. I forget what I even said. I think I did one, but I forget.
Well, yeah, that's an old gag for us, and I wish we could have worked in the. Why didn't we just get James Bond to play James Bond? I don't know if we worked that in somehow. But that was classic. Yeah. But when we'll have the
episode. It's always next time.
Yeah, so go find it in our.
Gonna pop that cherry.
So here's our traditional sort of. We're getting back to our universal horror for October. We've done Dracula, Wolfman, Frankenstein meets Wolfman.
Frankenstein, Wolfman, all hang out, have a good time.
I don't know what else we've done.
Well, we did the Mummy, and then the
the Mummy. Yep.
Did we do the Wolfman? Did you say that already? You did. Okay, that ties in with Claude Rains.
That was my favorite one. Because we kept making fun of poor, what's his name? I just want to die.
Lon Chaney Jr. as Larry Talbot. Yeah,
Larry Talbot.
He's like the biggest bummer to hang out with. Mrs. Elder and I watched all the Universal movies with Frankenstein in them over the past month, and he appears in it. He appears in like 4 movies, and he is just like, I don't want to do that. I just want to die. And he's at a party and stuff. Everybody's like dancing and singing, and he's like, "Shut up! Why'd you say that? I want to live forever. Get out of my face! I want to die." So, don't invite Larry Talbot. Don't invite a Wolfman to your party.
Yeah, they bring the whole thing down.
Yeah.
All right. Well, but now we're going to do the Invisible Man with Claude Rains. It's 1933. I said that's correct, right? I said 33.
I believe you are correct.
Okay, yes, that's correct. So a couple years after Dracula, and they had it in development, all that time, and they wanted it for Boris Karloff. They thought he would be the guy, but then didn't work out. Carl Laemmle and Carl Laemmle Jr. also they were like, let's do Frankenstein. It's based on a H.G. Wells book. And Universal bought it for $10,000, which I guess back then was
H.G. Wells had he had sign off.
Oh yeah,
he had sign off on the screenplay, and he was generally pleased with it, except for one thing, which is like I guess in the book, he's already crazy before he starts being Invisible Man. But the twist that they put in the movie was that. When he starts taking the chemicals to make him invisible, spoiler warning.
Right.
That's what kind of makes
5 minutes from now when we talk about that. Spoiler. But yeah, like I was going to get to that, but we'll get there. But H.G. Wells, though, did get final script approval, and he was basically okay with it. But they had also purchased the rights to a Philip Wiley novel called The Murderer Invisible, and they want to take some stuff from there, like the more gruesome, as Wikipedia call it, like elements to incorporate into the H.G. Wells story. So this is the movie we got. And Claude Rains is the Invisible Man, and he was a stage actor, had never done like any sort of television or movie work. And at first Universal was like, no, we don't want him, he's an unknown. But they ended up doing it. And also because Claude Rains was also like not making any money doing stage stuff. So he was about to just quit the whole thing.
I do have a little bit more backup to that, which is
please,
what is the movie that we talked about before with about James Whale and Brendan Fraser?
Of Gods and Monsters.
Of Gods and Monsters.
That's right. Gods. And,
so James Whale basically cast Claude Rains because of his voice. He really liked his voice, so that's why he pushed for Claude Rains.
He does have a good voice. Also, James Whale was doing this movie to get out of doing the sequel to Frankenstein. He's like, I don't want to do a sequel to Frankenstein. No. So he's like, oh, I'm busy. I'm shooting The Invisible Man. But since everything kept getting pushed back on the sequel to Frankenstein, turned out he was available to do it after all. And he was like, okay, well, if I'm going to do it, I'll do it my way.
Oh, there you go. The funny thing is, so apparently Claude Rains was something about like, he was asking about the script. He's like, I want to be able to emote more with my eyes. And they were like, Claude, you're
an invisible guy.
Yeah. But a lot of like I guess they didn't reveal all the elements of the plot like at the originally. So I don't know. I guess he didn't really know that that's what was going to happen. But Gloria Stewart, who plays his fiance, Flora.
There you
Crowley.
go.
Sorry about that. Said he was like kind of difficult to work with. He was an actor's actor. And since he had never done any kind of like movies or anything, I guess he wanted to meet sort of.
I worked with someone at my magazine job, and she was one of the local theater troupe people, and she would literally say, "I'm an actor," and not in an ironic way, you know. So I get what it's like to work with someone like that, and I wasn't even in stage or film.
Well, you did direct me in Durston the Firestar.
Oh, that's true. Yeah. So
yeah,
I had retired.
You got every ounce. You got every ounce. Durston.
John is your James Whale. And I think I mentioned this somewhere along the line, maybe just when I said I wanted to do this, because I saw this movie unprompted after not having seen it, and I watched the new one, the Blumhouse one. And then I was like just getting really into it. But Gloria Stewart is old Rose in the Titanic, and she only passed away in 2010.
Yes, that's
my God.
She was born in 1910, so that's a hundo.
This is unrelated, but it is kind of related in a way. But the guy who created the James Bond logo, you know, with the 007 and the gun thing.
Yes.
He just passed away at 103, 1 day shy of his 104th birthday. So that's
we're going to call that 104.
You might as well just round up at that point.
Yeah.
At some point in the world, it was probably on like the next day.
Yeah.
Wow. That's crazy.
All, now that I'm eld, may we all live to be as old as these people. And R.I.P. Jane Goodall, who just passed away today. We just found out that news.
Yeah.
All right, and that's the death portion of the show.
Yeah, right.
Now let's talk about the super slide, the super water slide story.
No. So I had another casting thing I wanted to drop in here. There's a Chester Morris. I don't even know who that is. I assume he was an actor, and they were going to get him to play Kemp in The Invisible Man, and he didn't want to do it because he said Kemp was unflattering. Like,
he was.
That? An actor being like, no, I don't want to be that guy.
I don't want to be that guy. He's kind of scummy.
Yeah, like that's such a weird, I don't know, a weird thing. Imagine if Claude Rains was like, nah, that guy's crazy. I don't want to be him. Like, I don't know. You just take the job. You know, it's just a gig.
Yeah, I've worked on a bunch of gigs that I ain't like proud of, or I didn't like.
That sounds like an actor thing to say. Oh no, that is unflattering.
Well, I'm an artist.
Yes. Anyways, all right. So the big thing with this movie is, I think, the effects. How the Invisible Man is invisible in 1933 special effects. I don't even know if I even get all of this, but like I read it, and it's a completely black set.
Yeah,
everything covered in black velvet.
It's essentially green screen, except you're using black.
Right. And I guess it's Claude Rains, right? I mean, they had it. It wasn't like some other guy, I suppose.
Yeah, he had to film it twice.
Filmed everything twice. Once completely covered in like a black, like like leotard kind of thing, like a Spider-Man kind of suit or something almost, I think, right? But like, you know, there's parts where he's
or
like,
Venom, I guess.
Right.
Listen to our Secret Wars episode.
That's right. Anyway, so yeah, then they had to like do like a negative, like they printed that and they made a duplicate negative, started as matte paintings, and then it's a crazy process back then, you know, like
considering that we can do it on our phone right now.
I said like
pretty wild.
I was like, it's just like the screen setting in Photoshop layers.
Yeah,
which removes all the black.
But you have to do it like in 1933. They had to do it like twice. Oh my god! And they had to.
That's what makes it even more impressive.
It really is.
Related to his Spider-Man Venom black costume, Claude Rains was actually claustrophobic, and he did not love being wrapped up in this stuff or like the bandages around the face.
See, now that's a good actor, right? Yeah.
Yeah. Well, he played a Nazi.
Like, oh, this is unflattering. Right? He's like, oh,
that's a good actor.
Actor. We did see him in Notorious when we went to the theater several months back.
That's right.
He was the Nazi dude.
Less special effects, but not zero special effects in that movie.
Very true. This will go under the Claude Rains section on the website.
Great.
Along with our Telly Savalas section.
Yeah.
We're going to have a lot of sections.
I just like the weird sections we could possibly have, you know?
So like the Kevin Bacon game. So.
Yeah.
All right. So it's movie time. We get this NRA logo at the very beginning of the movie, which is
I went
hilarious.
and looked that up, and it's not the NRA of today. So it was part of Roosevelt's New Deal program. I don't have it up.
It's not National Rifle and or whatever. Oh, okay. It's a completely different NRA. It does say we do our part, which I thought was NRA. It seems like an NRA thing.
It was for the National Recovery Administration. There you go. I don't actually know what they did.
Get out of the depression.
Yeah, recover. It's kind of funny. The credits are kind of funny. You know, like I talk about this a lot, like when we do these old movies, and it's kind of just like a list, you know, like you know, like it's just like one page basically, and it's like a list of stuff. And these are kind of weird. It's like the fonts are all weird, and they scroll. I'm like, oh, it's good. It's different, but
some good House Industries fonts there, huh, John?
Yes. Mrs. Elder is always like, how did I know you were going to say you used that font on this particular thing that you worked on?
Yeah. I've been watching that font company since the 90s. I was like, oh my God, it's the Mummy font. It's the Invisible Man font.
Anyway, so we have a very snowy night, and a man walks into this village of Iping. This guy wanders into the village of Iping. The Invisible Man, not a man, not just a man. But anyway, it's
old woman, invisible woman, man.
You could say Dennis.
Anyway, Dennis.
He goes to the Lion's Head Inn, and there's all these people there having a laugh. And
they're having the best time ever during like a blizzard. Like that guy's talking about how his kid gets sucked up through a fire hose and stuff.
Yeah, like the kid was in a snowbank or something. I didn't even really know.
He got like stuck in something, and then they reversed the hose and sucked him out. It's kind of like a reverse enema.
Yeah, it's like the reverse of going down a giant water slide at a high speed.
How timely. So anyway, this guy comes in, he's covered in bandages, and everyone's kind of like, whoa.
And a fake nose.
Yeah, well, it is strange. He says he wants a room, and he wants like a fire lit and everything, and everyone's kind of like, oh. So this woman, Jenny, the housekeeper, she offers to take his coat and hat. Like they show him to his room. She's like, oh, can I take your coat and your hat to dry by the fire? And he's like, no! He's very not.
And she was in Bride of Frankenstein as almost the same exact character.
Oh, really?
She's got like as an actor, has a very, for these movies, like has a great laugh and voice and scream. You know, she's famous for her screaming.
It's a little grating.
She does a lot of screaming later, that's for sure, yes. So anyways, he wants his luggage brought up, and he wants some food.
Can you imagine going to a fucking hotel or an Airbnb or a bed and breakfast where there's this many people like waiting on you, starting your fire, bringing you fucking tea and stuff all day? That'd be nice.
Making your food. I mean, I guess you can order room service and they do bring up your bags, but it's not the way it's just understood, It is pretty funny. So yeah, she goes back down and all the guys in the bar are like, oh, he's on the lam or whatever. So she's going to bring him up his food. And I love this. So there's a sign in the bar for Bass. It says Bass in bottle. It's crazy.
Classic Bass beer.
It is the oldest copyright. I don't know if anybody, just a little bit of trivia there. The Bass Red Triangle on Bass Ale is the oldest.
I used to drink a lot of that Bass Ale in college.
It's not bad, actually. That was back then. That was probably like, high end stuff,
Yeah,
like that's like craft beer, not Bass. But yeah, the oldest trademark. Anyway, so the Invisible Man there, we don't know he's invisible yet, but he wants to be left alone.
I feel if he didn't make such a big deal out of it, people wouldn't be like trying to see what he was doing. So just a little more chill about the whole thing.
Didn't you see I hung the thing on the door that says to leave me alone? I don't even need to wash my towels.
Yeah. So what happens is like she leaves the tray, she goes down because she forgot mustard, I guess it was. Was it mustard?
She forgot mustard.
Something kind of funny. Yeah.
Yeah, it's mustard.
And she goes back up and he covers his face and like he's got like a little bit of hair on top and that kind of looks funny. But anyway, so she leaves and then he takes it all off. Meanwhile, we cut to Flora, who is Gloria Stewart, as we mentioned, and she's asking her dad to go find Jack Griffin, which is the name of the Invisible Man.
Her dad, who's classic Universal Scientist dad, there's like a, what do you call it, hydroclave or whatever. He's spinning something around. He's doing experiments, but it's like in his living room.
He's Clarence from
Clarence.
It's a Wonderful Life.
It's a Wonderful Life. Yeah. So he is also, not only is he a classic scientist, but he's also an angel. He got his wings.
He's got classic eyebrows, that's for sure.
Anyway, his name is Dr. Cranley, just so we don't have to keep calling him Clarence, because that's his name.
Zeus pedals.
Yeah. So anyways, she has a terrible feeling. So she's like, she tells him that he said he would go away for a while, he would go away for a little while. Meanwhile, so Kemp walks in. Kemp is the assistant. This is William Harrigan. I don't know if you know who he is, but
I do not.
All right, that's the actor. I don't know. Whatever.
Yeah, sorry. Normally I might be like, he was something, but I don't know him in this. And
he threw a softball. What the hell?
No, it was outside. It's outside.
But he's a little. There's like something suspicious about Kemp. He's kind of like
he wants to jump her bones first of all because he's like, let me tell you how much I love you while your boyfriend's away, and she's like, get the fuck out of here.
So like they're kind of walking around the lab, and the one thing I noticed, I don't know if I haven't seen the new Naked Gun, but do you remember they do that kind of thing where there's like a door and then like a wall. Like
I was saying that too.
Walk through the wall.
I think it's not really supposed to be there, but
it's very funny.
Yeah, I was like, why don't they just walk around the wall instead of through the door? It seemed like that would.
I wonder if that's where Naked Gun got the gag, because I always noticed that it's a very subtle thing. I remember from Naked Gun where like when they go to that lab where he gets all like the stuff. And Ed, everyone's like, oh, Ed, hey, Ed, or whatever. But anyway, so whatever. Kemp is like, oh, why don't we go for a ride? Or whatever. It's really strange. But yeah, so all they really say about this Jack Griffin is that he meddled in things that men should leave alone.
That's every movie back then, though. Men were always meddling in things.
Every man.
Yeah. Need more men like that these days.
Yeah, men need to be men.
Yeah, they need to meddle in things.
So meanwhile, Griffin is back at the Lion's Head Inn. He's basically turned his room into a lab, and he keeps sort of like ranting and raving. There must be a way back, fool. He's kind of yelling at himself. So Jenny comes to bring him some more food, and he just slams the door in her face, and she's like, ah! And she runs away. And she says, this is like such a thing from back then too. And I don't want to sound like a sexist or anything like that, but it's so funny because she wants to get rid of this guy because he's a creep and he just slammed the door in her face. So she tells her husband, who like runs the inn, she's like, "You go up there and tell him to leave."
Yeah. And when he does go in, the husband, he just like starts fucking with all this shit. He's like, "I'm packing you up. You're out of here." He's like, "Why are you touching all the science stuff?"
He wants him out. I mean? It's his place. He hasn't paid either.
Well, yeah, and apparently he hasn't paid. Yeah, he hasn't paid for like a week. He's been there a week, and he's like, "No, let me stay." And he's like, "Nope." And he like throws he throws the guy down the stairs.
He hits him with
a lot of just like throwing
first.
people.
Yeah.
And so he's like, so he goes, and they go and get the police, and this cop.
I think she's like, "Help, police!" And then like 500 guys just come like barreling through the door. I was going to say something
about that too. It's like, why are all these people following this cop around? Like, he's like, "Oh, I'm gonna go in." That guy, that Keystone Cop guy he's my favorite. He's my guy in this movie.
I think he thinks he's in a comedy. I don't know what they told him.
I think that this movie is kind of a comedy.
I mean, I guess you're right. Yeah. I don't know if it was an
But James Whale was very like into camp before camp was cool.
Oh, but I love it. He's like Lex Luthor in Power Star, like Griffin. He keeps saying like, "You fools!" Like he keeps calling everybody fools, and he says, "You brought it on yourselves." So then he takes off all his bandages, and they say, "He's all eaten away." That's a funny way to describe it.
This cop too, like he does the British line that I always say, which is, "What's all this then?" Like that's my go-to. Like I'm a British guy. What's all this then?
What's all this then? Yeah, I love that. Then they all leave, and then they go right back. It's kind of weird, and they see his shirt sort of dancing around, laughing. It is camp. I mean, I'll say that once we get into like, oh, he's crazy, but he says. I love it. He says, "The Invisible Man can rule the world."
Yeah.
Oh, all right.
I guess.
Yeah.
Sure. So.
Wow. So they see the window open, and the cop kind of runs for it. He chokes the cop and starts punching guys and knocks like the clock gets knocked over.
Like all the things that they do in the scene are great. He's like opening things,
they are great.
Pushing things over, throwing like bottles and shit. It's all wonderful. And
like the actors have to fall onto the couch and pretend they got hit.
I just got punched in the stomach. Now he's going for a ride on my bike, and then he hits me with a broom. It's all great.
I gotta say this because he gets on a bike. I mean, which is cool for 1933. The bike riding along, right? So.
And right before that in the bar, he like kind of you take your arm and like pushes all the glasses onto the bar so that they smash. Right. And then he goes outside and he's like, "I'm taking your bike."
So he's naked. We can't.
Yeah, that's the funniest part.
That's the best part. These guys are like fighting, getting punched with a naked guy.
You're like you
just picture little like
5 bike and he throws it at him.
Picture just little 5'7" Claude Rains just running around naked. It just is the funniest thing.
I mean, riding a bike naked is kind of, I don't know. Maybe he's not rough. Sitting on the seat.
That's rough.
Maybe
on you.
Kind of like
he's standing up.
Maybe.
I don't need that. I don't need that in a particular place.
Yeah, that'd be worse than the enema down the water slide. But, anyways, meanwhile, Kemp and Cranley are in the lab. They're kind of checking around. They're looking for stuff that might point to where Griffin went, and they find some of these chemicals, and one of them is called monocaine, which is a drug that draws all color out, they say. And they once gave it to a dog, and the dog turned white, and it also turned him raving mad. So that's where that comes from. I guess that was something is that one of the things that Claude Rains was like, no, I don't want the drug to turn. Did we already say this? Is this a Clay moment? I forget now.
I don't know.
But also, I'll get there. But I want to go back to I want to go back a second to the funny montage of the bike. Like a few things happen when he's out there. He has a broom and he's like pointing the broom at all the guys. Like he's like, "How's that for a hairbrush?" And then he knocks over a baby carriage.
Oh, that's the best one.
I'm
the
sorry.
old guy walking by the river, and he's what is he? He calls the guys something like
"You smelly grandpa."
Yeah, but he takes the good afternoon, grandfather. How do you do? And he takes his hat and throws it in the water, and then
hat in there.
like a kind of like a Salvation Army kind of NRA thing. And he throws a rock through the window. He's like, "Do we do our part?" And then the cop calls it into the station, and the cop is like, "What are you talking about, invisible man?
Yeah.
I don't believe you."
Yeah, the cops are like, "Well, how much have you been drinking or whatever?" But yeah, so
put more branch water in next time.
Yeah, next time, yeah. So, anyways, yeah. So meanwhile, Kemp and they're talking about like, oh, the monocaine and whatever, and how turn the dog raving.
Monorail.
Well, don't monocaine. But they like don't tell anyone because they don't want to know. They want to try to help this guy, I guess. But meanwhile, Kemp he's at home sleepily regarding a book. That was what I remember. Me of. Go check out our audio comic. Anyway, so the door just opens. So we know that the Invisible Man is here. And it's funny because the news comes on the radio.
The news sounds not like it's coming from the radio. And I said, if this was like a Mel Brooks movie, it would like the camera would pull back and there would just be a guy telling him the news in the same room.
Yeah, from a piece of paper.
Yeah.
But they're like, people are suffering from this delusion of an invisible man. Then it just switches off by
itself. That's right around the corner. This is a job for Superman.
Car 83 or whatever. 85.
I'm going to horn in on.
So, yeah, the radio switches off by itself, and it's Griffin. And it's funny, he pulls up a chair by the fire.
You can see his little butt.
Because he's got to be fucking cold. He's naked.
Yeah. I don't know how he hasn't got frostbitten yet.
Yeah. So it's funny, a log just sort of picks up and drops in like by itself as it says. He lights a cigarette.
That cigarette effect is pretty good.
Yeah, definitely. Oh yeah.
I like how some of the stuff with Claude Rains, like you got to figure that he didn't have to act it because they could just move some of the chair around with the wires or whatever. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like
he's not the one pulling up the chair and putting the log in or whatever. So yeah,
sit down.
So anyways, he wants some clothes and some bandages so he can bandage his face. And he tells her to go and draw the blinds, but he says, no one in the world can save you. He's like, you can't get out. Don't go anywhere. You can't get out. Yeah, and he tells Kemp, no one in the world can save you.
But he's also like he's being demanding and but also like kind of like pally, like just that he's gone crazy. So he's like angry, but he's like not like, and he's threatening, but he's also like, let's hang out by the fire together. And
it's like when Red Shirt Brian used to get drunk.
Oh, Brian, I hope you're listening, but
it's
all right. It's all good fun. Right. So now they're back at the Lion's Head. Everybody, like the whole town is there basically. And the chief is
the tight-knit, community. They're always hanging out with each other. There was no TV, I guess. Just hanging down at the Lion's Head.
Those Iping villagers, yeah. So they're like, the chief is like, we're going to get to the bottom of this. So meanwhile, Griffin wants to talk to Kemp, and he basically says he wants to rule the world, and he wants Kemp as his partner. And he's like, a few murders here and there. What's a few murders? But we're going to go back to his room at the Lion's Head and get his notebooks. Meanwhile, back at the Lion's Head, the cop is like, you're all drunk and all that. And Griffin's like, I'm going to go in and I'm going to drop the books out the window to you. So you stay out here. And I'm going to go up there. And so he opens the door, he goes in, and I don't know if there's some kids or whatever. Like they think the kids did it or whatever. But then he drops the books down, and the chief is like, he thinks it's all a hoax. And then like some ink spills on him. It is kind of weird, like how like he uses his invisibleness to kind of just play pranks on people.
I know. It's like, what did he do? Climb up on the tables to do that too? It was like it must have to be a long reach, and he's a short guy.
Imagine him. What is he? Do you think he's like flopping his wanger?
Well, that's what I'm thinking about too. It's like he probably is doing that as a joke. He's probably doing, "Hey, Carolyn," right in front of him. He doesn't even know it.
Oh no! Oh man!
I guess he could fart and people would be like, "Ooh, who's that?"
I always think the other guy
looking at the old guy.
Yeah, but the ink pot thing does come into play a little bit. So, like, we got to mention that. Maybe, so Jenny's freaking out. He's throwing all these bottles at them, and then he kills the chief. And I love it. And then he goes back out to Kemp and he says, "Off you go." I was like, all right, off you go. That's another great Britishism, right? Off you go.
What now?
So meanwhile, the next day, there's kids out. It's those newsboys. Hi, Invisible Man, and like selling the newspapers and all that. And meanwhile, Doc Cranley, Clarence, aka Clarence, he grabs one and he's like, "Oh no." So meanwhile, Griffin, he's got this list of stuff for Kent. So this is the part I think is really weird, and it's almost getting a little too. When he's like, "I can't go out because food will be visible for an hour in my stomach after I eat it." Does that mean then you got to crap it out? Like, I don't.
Yeah, it's got to make its way through. You don't want to be looking at just a floating intestine full of poo.
Gross. I mean, you're not really an invisible man if we can see everything you ate, walking around.
But I do like, he's like, "Oh, I got dirt under my fingernails. I can't go out in the rain or the fog."
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, that's all. I just couldn't get over the food part.
Yeah, I was stuck on the whole crap and invisible crap man.
Invisible crap man. Look at this floating poop here. What are we doing?
That might be more terrifying.
But you could, okay. Now, hypothetically, and okay, in this scenario, you have a pair of rubber gloves on. You couldn't touch that poop because you would hit his body, right? So you could just see this floating turd walking around. If you were trying to swat it out of the air. Thank you for your time. I retired from the podcast now. It's been a good run.
Hypothetically, you have a rubber glove. You're trying to swat this is what you think of. All right. Well,
I only thought about it because you guys started talking about it. And then I was like saying, like, is it stinky? It's probably not stinky because it's inside.
Yeah.
It's inside.
Well, you just go and hug that poo real hard and it'll come right out of him.
Like, if you were to think of that turd as a pinata, it would take you have to get through a lot of meat before you get to the poo.
So if he goes down a water slide, all right. I'm not gonna do this anymore, but but yeah, okay. I'm gonna say one more thing about the poop. All right, but
look at this drink.
Please.
He's got to wipe really well. Right?
Well, they had a bidet.
Bidet.
I mean, if you could see dirt under his fingernails.
Yeah, you could see shit on his asshole. You could see shit on his asshole. All right. See, like, I didn't need all this. I guess this is the stuff people tune in, the real highbrow shit that we talk about.
That's still in your stomach, and you can see it walking around.
Abington Standard has a piece. It's like, League Podcast canceled from Invisible Crap Man. They decided to cease operations.
All right. Well, yeah, this is a new low. Anyway, so hey, they started it by even talking about the food.
Yeah,
right?
I wouldn't even have thought about any of that stuff if you hadn't mentioned it.
I've never thought about being invisible and people seeing the crap, your chewed food in your stomach. I mean, I never thought of that. They hadn't brought it up.
But don't they always ask you, like, what would you want, like super strength in invisibility or flight? Right. I think I would take invisibility. It's a pretty good one.
Except
after a big meal.
Eating. Yeah.
Yeah. Invisible at a buffet. At an all-you-can-eat buffet.
But yeah, all the physics of it. Oh, I can't go out in the rain and the fog and blah, blah, blah. So anyways, Griff is like, I'm going to bed.
When he goes to bed, it's really funny to me too. He's like, you know.
And I like that the classic Universal monster, like the cosplay for him, is nice. It's like pajamas.
It's pajamas.
And there's the
smoking jacket.
There's a Doom Patrol character that's like based on him too. He's always wearing a bathrobe, ascot.
I guess you might as well be comfortable. I mean, no one can see anyway. But to me, when they're taking away the chief, they say they got 1,000 men out looking for an invisible man, and they show this dancing club thing, and there's like a news announcement, and they're like, everyone, please, volunteers to search. There's a reward and all that.
They always can recruit plenty of people.
I know. Back then,
it's Frankenstein.
There's never a shortage of guys with torches. They're always come prepared.
And they have this weird montage of everyone locking their doors. It's kind of a funny thing. As the news is being read, it's like
yeah. And one of the locks is like an old school down on the floor lock, and then someone else had a big chain on the door.
They live in the tough section. They live in
of Ipanema or whatever it's called. What was it called?
Iping?
Iping?
Iping. IPING, isn't it? I think it's Iping. But anyway, so Kemp, meanwhile, he's a little he's freaked out. We probably should have mentioned that originally. He's like, what? But why is there crap walking around my house? Anyways,
floating poo? What?
So anyways, Kemp, he checks in. He wants to see that he's asleep. And then he calls Cranley. He said, come in the morning or whatever. He says he'll come in the morning. He's like, he's here.
I'm sort of like, why would everything is I'll go in the morning. I'm like, let's come over now. For God's sake, this guy's crazy. I need your help.
Well, didn't they have to go? Well, I guess they do have cars. They have cars in this.
Yeah, they have cars. They're driving around. Yeah. He already drove into town.
Yeah. Oh well.
They would have a horn that would go.
That's right. Flora overheard that whole conversation, and he tells her, "Well, yep, invisible man." So, anyways, everybody's been calling the police with reports and stuff, and Kemp calls them too. He says, "Yes, the invisible man is here." So meanwhile, Flora's like, "I want to go," and they're like, "No, you can't." Meanwhile, Griff goes to see what Kemp's up to, and he's like, "Why is the door locked? We're bosom friends." I thought that was a funny line.
Yeah, I like that too.
Bosom friends. He looks out and he sees a car, and Flora and
he says, "Speaking of bosom,
there's Flora." So he wants to see her all alone, and they can talk. And so she goes in. She wants to help him, and he says, "I did it for you. Countries will bid for this. They would love to have an invisible army and all that." So he came up with this invisible man potion for money, basically, and power and all that. But he did it for you. I did it for you.
Yeah, bad guys always like saying that.
Yeah.
It's also it's like Luthor, lad. It's like, if I can harness electricity, I'll rule the world.
Yeah.
I can be invisible. I'll rule the world. Cobra Commander. With the master vibes, I'll rule the world.
Yeah. The mastery of the world. And I love this line too, as I thought was pretty awesome. When he says, "Even the moon is frightened of me." Well, okay. But anyway, so he sees some cops coming. He tells Flora to get out of there, and then it strips down. So the cops have this weird. I mean, I guess it's a good plan. They all sort of join hands and
that's like a real thing. I don't remember what they use
when you're trying to arrest an invisible man.
Yeah. I've seen it before in the news when they arrested those two invisible floating poos that were just.
So they all want to move in, but meanwhile, so Kemp opens up the window. Griffin says, "You jerk." He says, "I'll kill you tomorrow at 10 p.m. Like, oh, all right. That's a very specific time to kill someone. I don't want to be. I don't want to do it too close to dinner because then I'll just have all.
You'll see me coming.
10:00 at night though. But then so he's running around and like getting all the cops. He's kind of just. The one guy's like, he twisted my nose, which is so funny. He's kind of just like.
Yeah, the Keystone Cop scene is awesome.
Yeah, he grabs the guy by the feet and starts swinging him around and stuff. Yeah,
he goes, "Me pants, me pants."
I think they even call them slacks or something later. I think but yeah, so he jumps. He's got the guy's pants. Yeah, maybe trousers. But
knickers
so
around his ankles
over the fence. And he puts them on, and there's a woman like running away from these bare pants. It's just
and he's singing, gathering nuts in May.
No, so he is going crazy, and he's also lazy. Anyways, Kemp is pretty scared. Meanwhile, his life has been threatened at 10:00, and he wants the cops to put him in prison, so that way they won't be able to get to him. But meanwhile,
I thought he did want to be put in prison.
The cops say we're going to put you in the cell, and he's like,
no, I'll be stuck. He'll be in there with me.
Right.
I don't know.
Yeah, you're right. Okay.
He'll just take his invisible hand and take the keys off, and he'll get me.
He'll rule the world.
Yeah, right. And the moon will be scared.
Yeah.
So anyway, the cops think that Cranley knows something, and he actually does. He knows the identity of this guy, but he's not saying anything. So Kemp tells them, he's like, "It's Griffin. It's Griffin." It's like, all right. So like, there's this. I don't know. There's all kinds of because there's people. There's like all these people are around looking for this invisible man, and one time Griffin like grabs one of the guys and just throws him down the hill. And says, "Aren't you glad you found me?" It's so weird.
This is like this movie was like written by a 12-year-old. You know, like you don't be funny with this. Yeah.
I really think. Speaking of, you directing me in Durst the Fire Star. We could have made an Invisible Man if we could.
Oh, absolutely.
Done if we had the technology to do it.
Matte painting.
Yeah.
We still can.
I guess you're right. We could.
Just do it on your
old
phone.
man is what it's called. So they show him at the train station, and like he knocks out the guy who's like switches the tracks, and he switches them, and the train just goes off.
Mrs. Elder is like, why would they have a train switch that would just drive you off the side of a mountain? You know, I don't know, but they did.
Train fight.
Yeah. There you go, Clay. There's your train fight. So we see he goes into a bank, and like, there's like the cash drawer just kind of
comes
leaves.
Out.
It just walks out, and then he throws the money all on the street, and he just goes, money.
And the poor woman gets hit in the head with the thing too. If you saw that, it's like, oh, that looks like that hurt.
It's kind of like the Joker thing with the money. It's like, I'm
giving away free money. And where's Batman? He's at home washing his
Kemp
tights.
Washing his tights.
So there's like a reporter, and he's talking to the cops. He's like, "Why not put black tar on all the roads?" And they said, "Because he's not a fool." Which I thought was like, all right, good answer. Like you don't have to be so mean about it. I'm just making a suggestion,
man.
You know. Hey,
what if we go to the donut factory and get a lot of powdered sugar?
Because he's not a fool. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, they're trying here. You know, I mean, give him a break. So anyway, meanwhile, Flora, she's sad. She can't sleep. Her fiance has become this crazy invisible man.
I love like all the sets in here too, but also like I'm like, damn, I wish my house was that nice. Have a nice little chair next to my bed.
Clay, you have a very nice apartment, just so you know.
Oh, it is nice, but I don't have room enough for a chair like that next to the bed.
Well,
I wish it did.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah. Well, their beds were way smaller back then. You know that isn't it a thing? You know what I mean? Like
it did look like a small bed.
Mm.
Yeah. Anyways, so the cops now they have a big net, and they're going to use Kemp.
Dragnet.
Yeah, it is. So they're going to use Kemp as bait, and they're like, and I love like they do that. It's half
Did we go by the part with the animal cruelty to the poor kitten?
Oh no, we did. I think. I'm
yeah.
sorry, I didn't.
That
was
like,
tough. I didn't.
I was like, what the fuck, spraying that poor kitten with like black paint or whatever.
I blocked it out. I didn't even see it.
Yeah, it's terrible. Oh, maybe that's coming up. I don't know. Yeah, no, it's right. It's coming up in a second.
Oh, okay.
Anyway, yeah. So
spoiler.
I like how the cops have to rehearse the dragnet thing too. It's like, okay, clear the room. Now everybody hold up the net. Now walk to the other side of the room with the net. Okay, that's it. We're gonna do exactly that. You got it? And then they're like, no, now sit on the floor. I'm going to explain to you what we're doing.
Yeah, sitting on the floor. I was like, that's interesting.
Sit crisscross applesauce.
So anyways, yeah, Kemp doesn't want to, he's like, no, they want to use him as bait. Kemp's not going for it. So their idea is like, dress him up as a cop and sneak him out. And then we'll trap him with this black spray, which they end up, he sprays the cat with it. It was terrible.
Yeah.
And they got a layer of dirt on top of the wall. So they figure like, if he climbs over the wall, he'll knock over the dirt, and we'll know he's there. But meanwhile, a cat does that. And the cop's like, ah! So meanwhile, like, he just walks in behind, like the invisible man just kind of walks in, he right behind them. So they try to sneak Kemp out in the rolled up net, and they do dress him as a cop, and then I love this. They said, I think we hear naked feet. It sounds like naked feet. It's like, hey, right,
naked feet. Oh, very sexy.
Yeah. So they keep like they're like that old timey way to say like 1:45 or whatever. Like, it's like 9:50 or whatever. I don't even know how they do. Like those old timey time things.
It's 9:50.
Yeah, but it's almost 10 o'clock anyway. So meanwhile, Kemp, he's in the car driving along, and the clock strikes 10, and oh my God, Griffin is in there, and he chokes him from behind, and he ties him up, and he sort of like he puts him in the car and he pushes him off the cliff. But it's
like every car that goes off a cliff, it explodes.
Yeah, it explodes. But I love how he explains to him exactly how he's going to die. When you go down.
Was this a full-size car or like a model?
I think it's a miniature.
I couldn't figure it out.
It was really well done.
Yeah, it looks good.
But there was a couple shots where I could tell it was a model car, so I have to assume that they would blow up a model car rather than blow up a big car.
Nat painting.
Yeah. So car explodes just as he said it would. I don't know why he spent the time to explain to him exactly how he would die.
Because he wants to know. He wants to. Even
Maniacal
the moon fears him, so he wants Kemp to fear him.
Yeah,
it's
even more than
because you're comfortable, Mr. Kemp. No, it'll explain everything. Car's gonna blow up.
Operation Grand Slam.
So meanwhile, the cops, they're all kind of sitting around. They're talking about like how they're going to catch him or whatever. And there's this one guy who's really deadpan. He's like, he's got to sleep. Maybe they'll catch him asleep. Like, good job.
Jamie Heineman from the Mythbusters before he was a Mythbuster.
There's like this weird part where Griffin, in my notes, I just kept typing Griff because it was shorter. But anyways, Griff, he goes and sleeps in this barn in this pile of hay.
It's so weird. So funny.
Like, I mean, like, isn't that awful?
It's cold out, man. Gotta get something. Get something warm and scratchy. That
Solo rolling hay.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, right. Send Gloria or Flora in here. Oh, roll in the hay. So the farmer comes out and he hears like breathing. Whatever, and he sees it all kind of mushing around, and he goes to the cops. He says, "Something's breathing in my barn." It kind of reminded me of like do you remember the marathon bomber was like in a boat, like literally,
right in water, to like right in your neighborhood,
not too far from where I lived. Yeah, I didn't live there then, but yeah, like the guy goes out to his boat and he sees like blood on it, and he's like, "Oh, I wonder if this is the dude they're looking for."
Someone's bleeding in my boat.
Yeah,
and they have. The cops have a beacon Definitely a big lantern that they would use to make the bat signal with. Just there's no bat on it.
Yeah,
they shine the beacon over at the barn.
Also, it started snowing too.
Yeah,
you don't want to forget that.
That's right, because you do see the footprint. Oh, well, we'll get there, but yeah. So their plan is surround the barn and set fire to it.
Hey, that's my barn, though.
Yeah,
is there another way to do this?
Yeah. So, but yeah, like they're like, but they tell all the cops like, don't move because we want the snow to just show the naked feet. I guess like they said, we want the snow for his feet alone. So he opens a door. They advance on him. They see his footprints.
Snow angel, a murder snow angel.
His footprints are not naked feet, by the way. They're shoes, but that's okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, that was another special effects thing where I think they like dropped stuff.
Yeah, from underneath or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they shoot him, and then they see, like the snow angel of his dead body. Well, not quite dead.
But, he soon will be.
Not dead yet.
They say he's very near the end. They say so. Cranley is there, and he says he asked for Flora, so she goes in and.
This is at the hospital, by the way, not out in the snow.
Yes, this is at the hospital. No, you're right. I'm sorry. So, yeah, he's like, sorry or whatever, but yeah, they bring that line up again about how he meddled in things that men must leave alone, and then he just kind of goes, and dies. It's like a weird thing.
He's like, he'll slowly become more visible as he's dying.
Yeah, and then
he does, and then he reappears with like really weird 1930s stage makeup on.
Which he must have put on at some point while he was. But it was
Flora comes in with a very expensive mink stole, probably from Kemp, probably a gift.
Yeah, he's moving in, except
he's dead though.
Yeah,
dead.
She's got nothing.
Dead.
She's
stuck. I'm gonna remember him by.
Yeah. Anyways, so he becomes invisible. He becomes visible, I should say. And that's the first we see of Claude Rains. But
and the last you see of him.
Yeah. Fade out and
the
end of movie.
Star wipe.
It is basically.
It is cool, like that. How they show the skeleton. I mean, like the skull, and then it's his face, and then he looks like the Phantom of the Opera.
Yeah. Which he does play in another movie. So there you go.
Wow. Yeah. I mean, kind of a quick, what is it, an hour and 11 minutes or something like that? Like a really short,
yes, an hour 11
short movie.
I know that Durson likes a short one.
I didn't mind it, but I was kind of like, oh, there was probably more meat on the bone here. As opposed to just like,
well, don't worry, they make like 3 more sequels, so really milk it.
Is it the same? Is it still Claude Rains? I don't even know.
No,
I guess
no. One is Vincent Price. One's a woman.
Oh, Invisible Woman. Let's now see if the Invisible Naked Woman was going around.
Well, hey now,
doing stuff.
Man.
Now that would be different. Oh, Invisible Woman, man.
That's my favorite joke. I don't know. I just think that. I think about that and Dr. Zayas like every day.
It got real quiet there.
Got real quiet. You guys there?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck! I was on mute. I'm sorry.
I thought
I had this great point.
That was great because Clay's like, I think about Dr. Zayas like every day, and like then it was just like dead silence.
Yeah, it's like, yeah.
Oh, I had said stuff.
I bet you did. What'd you say? Say it again. Say it again.
I was like the Invisible Man, but I was the silent man. I don't know. It was.
That makes for good podcasting. The silent man.
We should do an entire issue, like the silent issue.
Right.
We'll do an entire episode. The silent episode.
The silent woman.
We can release one of those every day. We don't even have to. Oh, it'd be great though if we all just got on our microphones and sat here in silence for the entire.
Just breathe a little bit.
Meditative.
Something's breathing in my barn. They burn our house.
I want to say something about that scene too. Like when he realizes that place is about to burn down, like the way the hay goes flying really looks like someone like bouncing out of bed going, fuck, I'm late for work kind of thing. It was really well done, you know?
I'm late for work.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. Oh no, they did some fun stuff. I didn't really get into it. I mean, like, you know,
what was your point on the silent during the silent times?
Yeah, I said all this great stuff. Oh man, I was on mute. Well, okay, what I did say was sort of like that Claude Rains was incredibly goofy in this movie, and I don't know, you know, who told. I assume it's the director, but
it's got to be James Whale. Like I said, he really loved that over the top kind of stuff.
Yeah.
He was like singing the, you know, like Nuts in May or whatever while he's dancing around, whatever. I mean, it's funny. I guess the thing that you would think was, and if they made the movie now, which they have, I'm sure the new one has more of like character building, you know what I mean? Like we said, so you know him before he becomes crazy, you know, or whatever, but whatever. I mean, it's still good. You know, but back then it was just like he walks in and he's already invisible. Different time. It's a fun movie, you know. Like they did some cool stuff with the invisible, stuff,
groundbreaking
you know?
Effects.
Exactly.
This movie was on my like, not exactly King Kong, but like I was always like my whole life I was like, Invisible Man, like. No one cares about the Invisible Man. They're like Dracula and Frankenstein, the bombast, the werewolf, Invisible Man. Like, who cares? But then when I finally started, I was like,
you cared.
It turns out that the Invisible Woman man that I was searching for was my friend all along. I really enjoyed this movie, and saw it randomly. Was like, yeah, I've never seen that. I'll check it out. Then I was like, oh, we got to do this to the Universal show for Halloween.
Well, I'm glad we picked this one. It's fun, and it fits right in with the other, you know, Universal horrors for sure. There are elements of the ridiculous about it, but I don't know. Do we want to go through the grades and all that? Final thoughts?
Might as well.
I started already.
I suppose you already did it, yeah.
But you were on mute.
So, as I just said, I'd never really seen it, so I really enjoyed it. And like, I don't know if we're gonna do it, but there's a million other Invisible Man stories. It's been remade just like all the other Universal horror movies. And I did see the Blumhouse one, which I liked. But yeah, so this one I liked, and I actually saw Gods and Monsters within the last couple months too. So knowing the stuff that John was saying about James Whale and him liking the camp, and also just like, you know, Claude Rains, like everybody knows Claude Rains as the Invisible Man, but who amongst us has ever even seen the fucking thing? That is kind of what I was thinking. Just a lot of people, but it wasn't on my radar. As you know, like probably Frankenstein and the werewolf and Dracula probably get higher ratings for me, but like I'll give this an A-, and you know, given like just like the genre is what we're really talking about, and I really think of what I might be able to do, like making a movie, and it's like, oh, these are like really beginning special effects, and I just think that for 1933 they really did a great fucking job. And even though you can still see kind of like, you can see through his pajamas a little bit when he's sitting down in the chair, like even all the like basically flaws that you could do in a computer in 2 seconds, the fact that they were able to come up with a way to do the masking and everything is really innovative and cool. And then that probably like revolutionized. It was almost like doing that is like the same as like when Lucas made like the like Skywalker Ranch, like when they made Star Wars, it was like just made movies different forever. I feel like this movie changed movies forever, so it's important in that way. So yeah, I give it an A-. Thank you very much for your time, and because of the poop thing, I will be retiring from League Podcast. No.
Sure. John, do you want to go next?
Yeah, I'll go next. I agree with Clay, but I'm also of two minds of this on this movie. On the one hand, the effects and stuff really do carry the movie, and like the hokiness and the camp really like appeal to me. But it is a stupid movie at the same time. It's like just dumb.
I don't disagree.
Like the tone is all over the place. It's not really scary. It does lean more into comedy, and so as a movie, I'm going to start grading our movies like this because I did it for You Only Live Twice as well. As like a movie, it's like a B or so, but as a viewing experience, it's like an A-, especially if you're watching it with someone who's also really enjoying how off the wall the movie is. It's just wacky but impressive with what it does with its effects for the time in particular. So I don't know. I guess what did I say? A B and an A-, so I guess it makes it a B+.
Yeah, all right. You can do that. You can give it 2 grades. You can give it as many grades as you want.
I stick with all 3 grades I just gave it. I stand by it. I stand by my 3 grades.
Grading on a curve, so everyone passes. I like that though. You can average them out too.
I'm like, I know this is dumb, but I'm really enjoying it. But it's that kind of thing.
Sure. I as a movie, like watching experience, it was totally fun. Part of me. Okay, so I'm of like several minds. Maybe not even 2 minds, but like 3 or 4. On the one hand, all I could think about was if I was going to a movie theater in 1933 and had never seen anything like this, and you're like seeing this guy like pants just walking along, whatever, like a cigarette lighting itself essentially, and like you're like, whoa, like you are, like you must have thought that was the craziest thing you've ever seen, like you said, Clay, like kind of like, oh my God, there's spaceships flying, and like in Star Wars, it looks so real, So if this might have changed the game, as far as movies go. I don't know, but I know but as far as movie effects and everything, like this gets an A in that respect, right? Like movie making. But it is incredibly goofy. Like, and I wonder, like, if they had played it differently, this could be like an all-time classic, like, oh my God, this movie is amazing, the effects. And if they had played it straight, but they didn't. And it's, it's fine too. I don't really have a problem with that either. It's really just makes you laugh because you're like, what? Why does he think it's so funny to just like grab a guy his hat and throw it? Like, you know what I mean? If that's
why is he pinching his nose?
I know, pinch my dude. I mean, like, it's so like, and then he thinks he can rule the world, like, because you're like, maybe stop spending your time doing these dumb things. I don't know, you're gonna rule the world this way, but whatever. But like, and like, do you remember they made that movie Hollow Man? You guys remember?
Yeah, Kevin Bacon
a while ago. It was kind of like this, and then he goes and like, he's checking out the girl showering and everything. I mean, like, which is probably what not certain men would do, let's say, but they didn't go that way here. They didn't go the horror route. They went the camp route. I mean, it would have been interesting to see maybe it would have been bad. Maybe I'm totally off. Maybe it would have been terrible. Maybe it would have been like Hollow Man if they had gone, like the straight route. But so maybe they were like, you know what? This will be great. We'll have him singing and dancing as the Invisible Man, wearing a pair of pants, just sort of running down the street. I don't know. I guess I'll have to say a B+ in that is a good range because I did enjoy it. Can't argue with that. But I wonder if there was more. It could have been more, but maybe not. Who knows?
Maybe not.
You know what I mean? That's how many minds I'm of here.
Yeah. But, the man with 2 brains over here. But I was also just thinking, like, as you were talking too, like, there's a little bit of like chaos Joker like he's becoming more crazy as the movie goes along. Like, but not like, to your point, like they don't like have him be not crazy at all and then ramp it up by the end. He's just kind of really crazy the whole time. And so it's kind of like, you know, the character of the Invisible Man is like just kind of fun and chaotic, which is cool. And then that's just fun to me. And like it's also like very Universal Studios formula. Like if you think about like Frankenstein, Wolfman movie, you know, like by the end, everybody's like chasing them with pitchforks and the monster dies or whatever. You know what I mean? So it's like, it's the same, but he's not really a monster. So it's like, it's just different. He's the Invisible Man.
He's a man. Yeah. And like,
so maybe they went more camp with him because he wasn't like a, you know, what we would think of as a monster. You know?
Yeah. I mean, and it was a different way to go. It's funny. Yeah. Like, I don't know. Yeah. It is weird though, that they're just like, oh, we see his footprints in the snow. Let's shoot him. I don't know. It's like, it's very simple, but I guess that's how movies did it. But yeah, like there was no like, oh, like, well, I guess they touched on it a little bit. Like, oh, we should try to save him or whatever, you know, like Flora and Dr. Crane, they kind of talk about it a little bit, but they don't really do much to try and save him, I guess. I suppose after he drove that train off the tracks and
he's kind of irredeemable as a person at that point.
Yeah. That's so whatever. But I mean,
definitely fun.
The Novocaine or whatever the hell it was called, that
Monocaine.
Sugarcane.
Monocaine.
How many other? Michael Caine. It was Michael Caine. What if I made you invisible? I don't know. Whatever. I mean, it was. But I can't say like, oh, don't watch. Especially like if you're into like, here we are. It's October. If you like to watch like, quote unquote, scary movies or whatever, or Halloween type movies, definitely, I would say add this because it's really short. It's really fun, and like go
have a drink,
you in the mood,
or an edible,
or I think that a lot of people that do like old horror movies are like me, like they've just never seen it, but know that it's a thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I've never seen it either, to be honest. So yeah, I'm with you on that one. So yeah, but it's worth it, I would say, and it's on the Internet Archive. So just it's free. Which I love. I love free. I love deals.
Free.
But it seems like you remember like back in maybe they still do, but there was some channel, it was like Sci-Fi or one of those cable channels would be like, oh, horror, 24 hours of horror, all October or whatever. It seems like one that would be on like late, like 11:30 on a Saturday, and you'd be like, oh, all right.
AMC back in the day used to do like the Universal like 24 hours of horror movies and stuff.
Yeah. Well, this would be one that I would recommend, although I'd never seen it before this, but I'm glad we did it because it's pretty fun.
Yeah.
So there we go.
Yeah.
Finally had an idea you guys liked.
Finally. I mean, it's been how many years now? Since 2008 or 9?
I'm going to be paying off the episode debt of Zardoz for years to come.
Okay, they can't all be winners.
Now this is your last one because of all those poop jokes and everything. Slapping the poop out of the air.
But in the scenario, remember, you have a rubber glove on, so it's not like you're just gonna. Even if you could swipe through the meat, you're still gonna be
the
protected.
Meat. Oh God! All right.
His invisible man.
They had never brought it up. Like, you know what I mean? Like if they had never mentioned that. Like you wouldn't care. Like
he didn't say anything about like I can't drink a glass of water and then go out because it would just seem like urine build up in my bladder.
Right. He specifically mentioned food. I don't know. He's
got a fast digestive system too, right? He eats a meal and then he craps it out an hour later. He's like a baby.
Maybe once you digest it, it sort of becomes part of you. All right, here's my no prize.
All right, yeah, let's hear it.
Right? Like the food digests.
Some of it certainly does.
And it goes into your blood or whatever. Right. Or something. I don't know.
You've got the no prize. You don't even have to keep going. Right. No, you're good. You got it. It's on its way.
It's on its way, but I must warn you, when you open it, you must be wearing a black latex glove. For your own safety. God. For your own safety.
This literally would be a no prize. It would be it would be like an invisible prize.
Invisible prize. What you don't know is that invisibility is a piece of his invisible poo, because he figured out how to do that too.
Maybe that's
you figured out how to ship it in a box.
I can eat whatever I want.
I know that there's one called Invisible Agent, and it has Peter Lorre in it. I have not seen that one yet, but I do love me some Peter Lorre because he's great in like everything. Go back and listen to our Arsenic and Old Lace episode.
Are we going to have a Peter Lorre section on the...
Yeah, I'm working on it, but we didn't do the Peter Lorre movie that I suggested a while back yet. But I enjoyed Invisible Man too, so... Yeah.
Which one was the one you suggested?
The Boogeyman will get you.
Oh, all right.
There's also one where he's like, there's like a hand that comes to life. It's really bizarre.
No, why not?
Here's some of the sequels. We have The Invisible Man Returns, and then The Invisible Woman. No joke. Not gonna lie.
All right.
Invisible Woman. And then The Invisible Agent, as you mentioned.
Yes.
Which is, where they fight Nazis. I like that.
Hey,
Invisible Man's
Nazis.
Revenge. And then we get into the controversial, whether it's canon or not. Abbott and Costello meet the Invisible Man. I mean, come on.
I never count Abbott and Costello as canon.
I don't think I think we established those are not canon. But
my grandmother used to say fat and skinny all the time. Fat and skinny. Fat and skinny versus the Invisible Man.
Well, we don't know how fat the Invisible Man is. Oh. We just know we know how much food he eats, but we don't know.
You could be a fat Invisible Man.
Sure.
Starring John Goodman as Babe Ruth as the Invisible Man.
The Invisible Bambino, which is also not canon.
Invisible Bambino.
Right.
And then there's the Chevy Chase Invisible Man, Memoirs of an Invisible Man.
Oh my God, you're right. I remember that movie.
Yeah.
Was that
I was thinking about it because he put makeup on his face so that you could see him. And I was like, Claude Rains should have been able to be seen with all that heavy makeup on him.
That Hollywood makeup.
Yeah.
See, if you'd only thought a little more.
A comedy drama.
Wanting to rule the world.
Yeah. Wanted to scare the moon.
Yeah.
I don't think Memoirs of Invisible Man is actually good. I think that's a John Carpenter movie too.
Really?
Yeah, which like John Carpenter, I think he put out 3 good movies and everything else is kind of junk. Sorry, John Carpenter fans. But
hey.
It debuted, well, I don't know what it was up against, but it was number 2 at the box office that weekend. So
I think
it was probably up
during that
against
time,
Home Alone or something.
When Chevy Chase was actually pretty popular, in the sort of late 80s, right?
It was in early 90s movies.
Early 90s? Okay. Yeah. Well, I still think Chevy Chase had a heyday there of a few years. And isn't he kind of
no one likes him.
Yeah, kind of one of those jerks now. So.
Yeah.
Sorry.
John Carpenter
Chase fans.
John Carpenter almost quit the movie business after that movie. It was so terrible. Probably because fucking Chevy Chase was being an asshole.
Most likely.
Maybe. Yeah. All right. Well, have we got any other final thoughts? We're good?
Yeah, we're good.
All right. Well,
don't forget to come and see us for Clay's birthday party.
Well, you can see us in the
we're invisible.
We're release.
We'll get the episode up on YouTube eventually.
Yes. It was very fun to do it. Thanks to all who came out and who assisted. And Clay, happy birthday.
Surely
thanks.
The best of times.
Truly the best of times.
The blurst of times?
So yeah, and we'll be talking to you soon. I assume we'll be sort of more regular now. We took a little bit of time off.
Regular, get it?
Oh, you won't see it. You won't see it.
Yeah, well,
get your rubber glove.
Now that it's October, we've got Halloween, but we got all the other holiday stuff. So we'll probably have a Christmas thing.
Yeah, we're gonna go. We're gonna do one about Christmas catalogs, and
come on, talk about not living down Zardoz. I'm never gonna live down that Christmas.
I would absolutely do an episode about Christmas catalogs. Those things were awesome.
I think I only remember like the Sears one.
Yeah, well, that's the only one worth remembering. There was J.C. Penney. They were essentially the same. It's just had different pictures of G.I. Joe and Transformers in them, like different setups.
That's all we cared about. Hey, maybe that would be a funny episode. Clay, did you ever go through like catalogs at Christmas? Like
I did. I used to circle stuff and never got any of it.
Oh, all right.
There used to be
that in the bank.
Yeah, there used to be like I found like a Flickr account. Which remember Flickr? And
yeah,
I still have
it had like
pay for it pro. I don't know why.
Of course you do.
And it had like every like Christmas catalog from all the different years. I was like, this is amazing, and it's gone now.
Oh
yeah.
Oh, John.
Well, it's not my fault. Somewhere. Don't know John me.
You took it down, didn't you?
I complained. I was like, copyright infringement.
I bet if you Googled,
I'm sure you can find something.
You can find something. Yeah. Some Reddit or something. But anyway, that's Christmas. This is Halloween. Thanks for listening, everybody.
You think I'm great.
You grabbed my nose.
What's all this, then? It's another episode of LeaguePodcast. That's what it is, sir.
You English tit. I like how they say tit a lot. They call people a tit.
They also use the C word a lot.
It's true. They do.
Yeah.
Tit's a lot better than that other one. That other body part.
Get off my tits.
That is a funny one. You might if people say get off my ass, some people might hey. Anyways. All right. Thanks for listening, everybody. And
thanks to you.
We'll talk to you later.
Adios.
Later, you folks.
You bollocks.
I must always remain in hiding for an hour after meals. The food is visible inside me until it is digested.